Let's do a quick morning prattle about downsizing. When you get to a certain age, and for some, in some countries, that can be 50 even, possibly even earlier, but for most people, we're talking 60s or 70s, and you get to the point where you've been living in your house for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, possibly longer. I've known people who've lived in the same house for 50 years. God help them. And you feel that it's time to downsize. That's the term that everyone seems to use. You want a smaller place, less maintenance of the grounds, less upkeep perhaps of the external cladding or woodwork on your house or whatever the case may be. You want something simpler. But I think fundamentally it's more than that. You're actually looking for a change. And as they say, a change is as good as a rest. And I find myself in this situation at the moment. I've been in my house for the best part of 9 years. And you might say, well, that's not a significant amount of time, but in fact it is. When you get to my time of life, it is substantial. Each year is a great period of time, even though the years do tend to pass very quickly. However, the time has come for me to think about selling my house and moving to something considerably smaller. And I'm contemplating a move from that wonderful city of Christchurch, which is absolutely brilliant, I have to say, all year round. Beautiful climate. Here we are in late August, not quite spring yet, and yet beautiful sunny days, absolutely sensational weather, little wind, a little bit of a wind at the moment, but little wind, and even my lemon tree is doing exceptionally well, and I've been picking lemons through the winter. It is in a sunny spot, of course, a sheltered porch, but notwithstanding that, we are a maritime climate here, and people don't necessarily associate Christchurch with balmy tropical weather, which it isn't, of course. But so I'm contemplating a move down to the lovely town of Arrowtown. Now, many of you will know that, international or local people will know of Arrowtown. Very close to Queenstown, but far from as tacky and commercialised and touristy as Queenstown. Arrowtown retains much of its 19th century charm, with a lot of old buildings and little mining cottages and quaint Main Street, Buckingham Street, and so on. So that's what I'm doing at the moment, and I think many of you in certain age groups will relate to this. It's exciting for me because what it means, I will go to a smaller place and I will be able to lock and leave, as they say. I'll be able to lock up and just bugger off overseas or around the country at a moment's notice without any obligations, without worrying about getting the lawns done, without worrying about, I don't know, all manner of things that are associated with running a house. And my house here, I've got a few bedrooms, a few bathrooms, all that sort of thing, and it all takes time to clean and keep in a habitable condition. So simplification seems to be the key word here for me, along with downsizing. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Let me know what you think if you feel so inclined. Otherwise, until next time.